Hey guys, Matt from Ascension Props here. Just basically back from 3 days at Salt Lake Gaming Con. Yay! It was a lot of fun. Just wanted to give my quick recap on it. So, the first day was pretty slow, but it was a Thursday, so it's to be expected. It's also their second year, but I do have to say the layout was a lot better than it was last year, which is awesome. It was easier to get from place to place, and it was a lot more vendors, a lot more artists. Still had the same amount of tables, but it was spread out a whole lot better than it was before. Last time it was literally one half was tables, the other half was the booths. So, and they changed the booth positions like every 6 minutes, it felt like. But this year it was much better organized. It's much easier to get around, find everything where it was supposed to be, and all of that. Really awesome. So day 2 was the really important day. That's when I brought Garm, the big gigantic Krogan that I've been sharing left and right. If you haven't seen it by now, go check out the Nerf battle I had with a whole bunch of kids. That was a whole lot of fun. Of course, there was one particular kid, you'll probably notice him. He liked to get really close and then shoot me in the head. So that wasn't quite as nice, but it was a whole lot of fun. I wore the suit for an hour and then got out of it for an hour, then wore it again for another hour and a half, then got out of it. It was really hot. My shoulders are still super stiff. My legs are also pretty crampy right now, but that's what I get for a big gigantic costume. But the second day also I had to show up really early for the cosplay mandatory meeting so that we knew exactly what was going on, where we were going to meet. There were some kerfuffles with the website, which we learned later that it wasn't their fault. Nothing specific to the cosplay group who ran it really, really well. Um, but apparently the email form that they had set up so that they could get all the information from us went to the wrong email, and when she gave them the right email, which she had before, it went to the wrong email again. So we ended up just making sure everything was verified by hand when we got to the place, and they sent out emails the day before anyway, just in case. So, but yeah, other than the online kerfuffle, I have to say this is one of the best run contests I've ever been a part of. There weren't a lot of us, not compared to last year, but I think part of that was prizes. So, speaking of the contest, I have to give a really big shout out to first off my wife, who went through a lot of trouble trying to get the day off. She was told she got the day off, and then her work decided the night before that she had to work a half a day, and then they decided right as she was leaving and being approved literally that minute for the last half of the day for her paid time off. Her boss tried to tell her that she wasn't allowed to leave, and she left anyway, but luckily it was covered, so we don't have to worry about that. But it's still kind of scary and kind of worrying, and at the same time it's a whole bunch of but I also want to give a big shout out to my brother, who was also there to make sure that I didn't die, that I kept going. He was my second handler, and he helped take care of my son at the same time as well. I literally could not see out of that thing except for through the mouth, and that was pretty hard. So but yeah, he helped me backstage. He helped me get up the ramp and down the ramp, in and out of the costume several times. So really big shout outs to him. I also want to give a big thanks to my roommates who had a spare ticket they gave my wife so that we didn't end up having to actually purchase an extra set of tickets for her, which is nice because I didn't buy my tickets because I won some last year. So, but the really cool thing is the overall for the costume contest, I went in as an intermediate. I understand I should probably have gone in master, but I went in intermediate because I've never actually placed in all the contests I've been in. I've only ever received judges awards, staff awards, directors award, things like that, and no official first, second, third, whatever place. So I didn't quite feel confident enough to go into Masters. Well, come to find out, the judges know better than I do, which they typically do. Not only did they bump me up to Masters, ta-da! Up to Masters, best overall Masters. That's both performance on stage, which was tough because massive costume, but it was also the craftsmanship portion, which you had to enter both if you wanted a chance at the best in show, which was the grand prize, of course. But just the simple fact that I was intermediate last year, got director's choice, which was essentially second place intermediate. It's kind of a tie between me and another girl who slightly beat me out. They gave her the place and me the director's award. She totally deserved it, and she actually won best overall intermediate this year, and that's really awesome too because she did some really awesome stuff. Pigtails and Power Tools cosplay. She does some really awesome stuff. I'll link you her Metroid trailer movie that she's doing pretty soon. As soon as I can get to it, it'll be down in the link below. But yeah, I'm still flabbergasted about winning basically first place, best overall Masters. Not expected at all. I was hoping for a win of some kind, which is always fun, but just I'm flabbergasted. So, but anyway, day 3 went really smoothly despite being in a whole lot of pain. I could barely walk, but I didn't dress up that day. I just brought around the Krogan head. People that saw it were like, "Was that you?" I was like, "Yep." I had a picture loaded up on the phone so that I could show it straight over to him. So had a lot of people congratulate me. A lot of people to say it was really awesome. A lot of kids remembered seeing me in it and were really happy. But yeah, it was a whole lot of fun. I didn't really buy anything, so no swag to show off. But I did get the Ultimate Gamer, whatever they called it, but it's some basic stuff, so I won't bother sharing it here. But for their second year, it was a very big improvement. The cosplay competition was run a lot better, despite the kerfuffle with the website and all of that. It was really, really well done. It was one of my absolute favorites that I've ever been in, and I'm extremely excited to go again next year. One of my prizes was, of course, another 3-day pass for next year, which is really awesome. I'd love to give this con money if they would just let me, but if they want to keep giving me free tickets, I'll take them. So anyway, yeah, Salt Lake Gaming Con, if you have a chance to go. I'd love to see this convention grow. They bring in all sorts. They bring in all the indie gaming. They bring in board gaming. They bring in card gaming. They bring in LAN parties. They bring in a whole bunch of everything. And it's really, really well organized, really well run, and I can't wait to see what they come up with next year. So like I said, if you ever get the chance, go to it. It's a lot of fun. And you'll see me there. Yay! So once again, Matt from Ascension Props, signing off. Go make something. I'm gonna go collapse. Bye.